I'm not going to lie, I've always known that arterial lines need to be zeroed at the phlebostatic axis, and if your transducer is too high above that point, your blood pressures are going to be falsely low, and vice versa. If your transducer is placed below the phlebostatic axis, then your blood pressure readings are going to be too high. I never really understood the why behind this, and so I looked it up, and I'm going to try and explain it to you guys. Basically, from what I've gathered, the effects of hydrostatic pressure are the reasons why you'll have a falsely elevated or falsely low reading if your transducer is not leveled at the phlebostatic axis. When your transducer is leveled at the phlebostatic axis, the effects of hydrostatic pressure are negated because your transducer is at the same level of your right atrium, which is where we are trying to have a reference point for your blood pressure. I had to look up what hydrostatic pressure was. This is not my type of brain. Okay, there's many people out there that are way smarter than me that can probably explain this better, but it is the pressure exerted by a fluid at equilibrium. I can't speak, at equilibrium at any point of time due to the force of gravity. So if your transducer is placed below the phlebostatic axis, there's going to be additional pressure or weight within that tubing, causing a falsely elevated blood pressure. I hope this sort of makes sense to you guys. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to dive more into it and become like a whole scientist here, because this stuff is really interesting to me. And I always appreciate knowing the why behind things and not just understanding oh, this causes this. No, why does this cause this? So thank you for giving me this question, and let me know if you need me to explain any more.